to what is hopefully the saddest episode of Extra Yard we'll have to do in a very long time. If you're not depressed, I do question your fandom, because losing 35-0 at home in week 2 is probably
against a division rival with the chance to go 2-0.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah.
I was depressed.
Yeah.
I was depressed. I'm not even gonna lie about that one.
Yeah,
People can say whatever the hell they want. I was
hot.
not.
I feel bamboozled. I feel scammed.
Thank you, JP.
Bamboozled. Run amok.
Yes.
I will say this though. I'm depressed, but I don't feel bamboozled because
no, I do. I feel led astray.
I saw a loss coming. I didn't see
like
it that way.
I feel like it was like a guy telling me he wanted to like be serious with me, and then at the end, it's like we're still back to the same bullshit, and it's like here we are again, reflecting about what.
Spoilers. No spoilers. We have Yeah. As always, the show is brought to you guys by Thrive Fantasy. Make sure to check out Thrive Fantasy. There's a link in the description. Click it. It's fantasy. You should know how to do it. Go ahead and click that down below. Also, there's a little button down there with a thumb that looks like this. Not this one. This one. Not this one. This one. Go smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Look, let's just get into it. Last week, right? Okay. So I created a template. I want people to know this. I've created a template for our rundowns, just like a simple bare bones thing that I'm going to reuse week after week and fill in with whatever happened in that week's game. And that first question is how everybody's feeling after the game. Normally it's, do you feel good? Do you feel bad? What are some takeaways? What's your overall feeling? I don't really think I have to ask that question. We already kind of touched on it, but I think, what level of depressed are you? Are you needing a Xanax, which I think most Dolphins fans could use? Are you, reaching for a different team? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Juan, you have the sunglasses. I think it's to hide back how much crying you've been doing.
Hey, no, what it is that I want to introduce everybody to a new character of mine. This is Randy the Realist. The reason why we're in black and wearing shades is the deed has been done. Positive Patrick will no longer be a part of the show. We won't dive into details, for obvious reasons. But Randy the Realist is here to let you know what's really going on. And I got a clip, bro. I got a clip to unload tonight. Yeah.
All right. Well, I know he's busy with something that we are going to show you guys in a little bit, and it's going to be fantastic. But I do want to throw it to Kai real quick. Just a real quick. How are you feeling?
Well, as you can see, I am positive. Let me bring this down too on this monitor so I can be looking at you guys. I am positive. I'm positive or level-headed Kai today, so I'm level-headed right now. I don't think that we are in as horrible as a position. However, I do believe that this clip stands true for how Dolphins fans feel.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. Like, I'm trying to be level-headed, but like, it's just I don't know. And we'll talk about some stuff later. Working on something real quick that I need to finish, but it's just I think we're all very sad, but I think that we need to also remain calm. I don't think that this is something that we need to all of a sudden go bonkers about.
I mean, I'm going a little bonkers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not having a good time. It is rough being a Dolphins fan, right? Like you're trying to turn the corner, right? Your PTSD doesn't let you. And then the Dolphins prove to you why you have that PTSD, right? They show you this is why you don't trust us. Because when we get close, we're going to show you just how far away we really are. Okay. Now, and I will call myself out for this. Kai, go ahead and show the people what polo you're wearing. What's the logo on that polo?
It's a logo.
Yeah, that's a U for.
Let me explain. And I'm a full
Uber disappointed.
Let me explain, right? So as you guys know, I'm a Florida Gators fan. Go Gators. And unlike the University of Miami, we kept it close against Alabama. And played in Hard Rock Stadium on Saturday, right? They left their sadness, their depression, their lack of enthusiasm, their unprofessionalism, as Alfredo Arteaga called the Miami Dolphins yesterday on the Dono Daily Show, in that stadium. And because of this logo, because of this team, they left back horrible things that stayed at Hard Rock and ruined our lives on Sunday.
I will say there is a theme. I will not say it is the U's fault. The U's been bad forever. and so have the Dolphins. Like,
Look, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go back to making something, but look, that's all I can say.
You go back to making that. As everyone knows, the Dolphins got absolutely spanked, undressed, trounced. What other adjectives or verbs can we use, Kai and Juan? What are you thinking? I'll throw it to Randy. Let me throw it to Randy. You're busy. Randy,
Randy is muted.
You're muted, bro.
See, Randy fucking up. He's angry. Yeah, you know, it's they shit the bed. They decided to just come in and, you know, lay an egg. You know, what else can we say about the Dolphins that day? Unprepared, unenthusiastic, unenergetic, downright
a major blow within play 5 on offense. No, play
1,
play 7 on offense.
Play 1, play.
Well, I'm talking about when he went
play
down.
5, play 7. Yeah, it's bad, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I skipped play 2, 18-yard run by Gaskin. I'll give you that. That's what's up. But when when you sit here and you run in a first play, and it's a 2-man route, like that's it. You're going Devontae slant, Waddle's running a deep route, and you're going 8 protection, and you slide and you motion out Ethan Carter from helping Austin Jackson, who's looking at not just the defensive end, but he's also looking at a cornerback, and you slide Ethan Carter to help Jesse Davis on the right side. Now you sit here and you've given yourself up to the liability of that corner coming in and wrecking your quarterback, right?
I mean, it also would have been nice if Malcolm Brown did a little something.
It would have helped. It would have helped. I understand that. But then what happens? You know, you get your slant right there open, and Tua was ready to throw that, right? I'll give him that. But look at that. The Buffalo Bills said, we're gonna adjust to what you're doing. And they took away his first read on that first play. And he panicked. And the corner hit him. But all of this started from the principle of that Ethan Carter has to fake help Austin Jackson to then actually help Jesse Davis. And the Dolphins in their
wisdom.
glory.
Let's call it wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah. Decided today that the solution was to replace Solomon Kindley. Solomon Kindley plays left guard, mind you. In case you didn't know, last year we had Eric Flowers playing left guard. Did you know we were actually paying Eric Flowers to play left guard for the Washington Redskins at this very moment?
I do know this.
The Washington who?
Oh, my bad. Washington football team. It's rough, man. It's rough for me to sit here and know that both tackles are the problem. We're blaming Kindley, the left guard. And you know, I just don't know where you start. Like you literally have just 2 starters in Dieter and Hunt, and truthfully, Dieter has his lapses where it's like what's going on, and he has his good moments, right? But
I mean,
it might be true. It might be fair.
It might be.
Yeah.
I mean,
can I just, you know what?
That is true.
Can I have one?
We have a video, by the way, from said Alfredo Arteaga. If we want to roll it,
go ahead.
We have a video. So we have a video from Alf. He was on Donald. He talks about Liam Eichenberg and the offensive line.
Before we get to the offensive line stuff, can I just? I'm just gonna do something real quick, right?
Yeah.
Which is when everybody said I was being a panicking Dolphins fan after they beat the Patriots. No, I'm gonna do this. Go
ahead, bro.
Right?
Floor's yours.
Because we all know what happened when Jamar Chase had a good day and how Juan went off, right?
Well, he had another touchdown. What's up?
Exactly. So no.
Oh, but I'm Randy. Sorry.
When we went and beat the Patriots the way we did, and I said there's nothing I feel confident about going into next week's game against the Bills. Y'all said, Michael's
did you say that like
Dolphins
that?
fan. I did say that. I'm sure you look up our group text, and I said that, and I'm pretty sure I said it on the show too.
I'll give you.
I didn't think they did anything well enough to compete against the Bills. And you're like, but they'll pick on Levi Wallace. But all this stuff will happen.
They
so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to Juan. Juan watches film. Juan knows what he's talking about. Let me get a little bit of positivity and say that the Dolphins aren't gonna get spanked. The Dolphins are gonna lose, but in a close one. and then they go and get absolutely bamboozled on everything, right? The only reason why I don't feel worse is because I fully expected a loss to happen. Did I think they should have been more competitive? Absolutely. But this team coming into this, like the way they've looked, what is there to be confident about? I just don't know. Defensively, sure. But when the offense has maybe 2 drives a game and the defense has to do literally everything else, I'm sorry, even the best defense in history wouldn't be able to keep up with that, bro.
I'll give you that for sure. We let the defense out to dry 1000%.
Uh-huh.
Josh Allen, I'm sorry, regression season is here, dog.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, the defense did great.
Yeah, we were 14-0 going into halftime.
The defense, I think the defense is great.
After demoralizing fucking Tua carted off the field.
Well, technically got carted off the sideline, so.
All right, cool, fair.
He took a few steps.
Technicality. A 46-yard touchdown run to start the game, back-to-back, 35+ yard runs in back-to-back weeks, in case anybody's keeping track, but I'm not. Who is?
Hey, I started Devin Singletary in fantasy this week, so.
Oh, so you were excited for the beginning of the day?
I wasn't, but I was laughing because I was like, at least I got fantasy points.
But I'll do it.
George Kittle also won him his fantasy. I just want to make that very clear.
I got
5.7 points and won him his fantasy.
I had Aaron Rodgers in the Monday Night Miracle, so I also I know what you're talking about.
If Aaron Rodgers threw for one more touchdown and 50 yards, I would have had like a 40-point comeback. It would have been insane.
Nice, bro. Nice. But Singletary only had 82 yards rushing, bro. 46 in the first carry, and I've learned that from you guys. I like to do that. So, like the rest of them, we're talking about 12 carries for 46 yards, like barely 4 yards a carry. Like our defense did their job until they got gas.
The defense did as much as they could for as long as
AVG balled out. Agba balled out. Xavier had his moments. Like I know people want to shit on him for the touchdown, but like I'm sorry, like no corner is gonna stick with Stephon Diggs like for multiple seconds, like 4 or 5 seconds. Like it's.
But okay, hold on. We all know that Howard has a tendency to. He has that one play where he has that amazing interception, right? And then he has another play where he just kind of like, I'm not gonna try too hard right now. We know that's how it is, and that's just the way he is. And we have to learn to deal with it, but you can't tell me that he plays that 100% motor every single play.
When the ball's going his way, I would say yes.
Oh, yeah, because that's what he did on the Stephon Diggs one.
Well, as I said, no one's going to sit there in 5-6 seconds guard him.
Right,
Stephon Diggs of all people. No,
after Stephon Diggs stripped, and he was just like, okay, he's done, I'm done.
All right, so we're just not gonna give him credit for the INT. We're not gonna.
I'm saying the INT was great.
Bro. You aren't like. Are we sure that Juan's negative today?
Right?
I'm just with Alfredo when Alfredo puts out his grades, and Alfredo says it's not an up or a down. It's just kind of a.
So you listen to other people for your opinions.
But listen. I saw that. How many positives did we have? 2. Agba and AVG.
Yeah.
Everybody else stayed the same or was down.
I thought
Javon and he was being generous with some of the.
I thought Javon played well.
Javon did play well.
And I'll give Brandon Jones an up from a personal standpoint because I was going to talk about this later on Key Play Review. When Brandon Jones hit Josh Allen and shoved him when he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, come on, you can't do that. Look, the game is over. The game is over.
I'm not gonna shit on Brandon Jones. I'll shit on the coaches for thinking that putting him in as a linebacker player on that first touchdown run and seeing him get completely destroyed by a guard.
Yeah.
I blame the coaches for that shit. I won't blame him. So sure, we can.
No, but come on. Listen, I was salty. We were all salty when he shoved Josh Allen when they were like half a foot out of bounds. I was fine with it.
I was fine with that one, and then the one I think it was earlier when they were on the ground.
When he hit him.
I was fine with either one. I like the energy. Yeah. But one of the reasons why I like that you shouted him out. He's one of the only players for me, past second quarter, past Tua getting injured, still had some fight, still was a dog, not taking no shit. Like everybody else, like I'm sorry, like some of y'all gotta really look in the mirror because y'all put y'all tails behind your legs and just ate a 35-0 skunk, bro. Like no pride, now, legitimately.
I want to say this in the middle of all this, and we'll get into the offensive line next because I do want to dive into the offensive line, and we'll start with Alfredo's clip. But before we get there, I don't think any of the three of us are saying that the season's over. Juan, are you saying that?
I have to see what's going on with Tua.
Even if he says that he's not believing it, let's be real here.
No, I do. I can see it. I can see them somehow like adjusting the O line and it being like a week-to-week issue. But like,
but there's been 2 weeks and they won a game that you said they weren't gonna win. You said they were starting 1-4.
Correct, but
so they're still ahead of your bar.
As I was, me and Kyle were talking before the show.
Okay.
And one of the things we pointed out was that they have a player, Mr. Crosby, on the Las Vegas Raiders, who is a menace. And bro, if
they also isn't there a chance we face Nathan Peterman?
He said that too, but not. What I understood was that both Jacobs and him were questionable, and Jacobs was questionable to not play, and then Carr was questionable to play.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one, bro. Because I told Kai too. Don't say the number, Kai. Let's keep that between us. But I said a Kenyon Drake revenge game.
Oh, he did.
Kenyon Drake.
Indeed say a Kenyon Drake revenge game.
Look, okay, fine. I'll go to Kai then, since obviously you think the season's over. Kai, are you saying the season's over?
No, not a chance.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to ask you guys a hypothetical later on, and I need you guys to really put some thought into it.
I think it's ridiculous to say the season's over, especially because there is a soft part of the schedule that's coming up. Correct. To say that the season is over is ridiculous. Like literally, I that's why I'm calling myself level-headed Kai. Like I think it's absolutely ridiculous that we're actually sitting here contemplating if the season's over in week 2. And I would have looked as positive as I was being was saying, the other day that I think it's also good if the team wins, because if they win that game, it's also really important for their season. I'm gonna say the same thing, that it would have been really important for the season for them to get that win, of course, because you go up like 2-0 in the division. But to sit there and say that now all of a sudden all is lost is so ridiculous, like so beyond ridiculous, because all is not lost, and it shouldn't be something where we're sitting here like
that it's all it's lost, Kai. I think it's like we always talk about,
but that's how people are acting.
No, for sure.
100% there are issues with the offensive line. 100% there are issues that need to get addressed.
Yeah.
But to sit here and be like, oh, it's over, this and this. And I know we're going to bring up a graphic that people will think that we're saying, oh, it's over and yada, yada, yada. But dude, let's be real. It's not over.
It's not that it's over, but if we're being real with each other, are there not some questions that have been looming?
Here's
100%
and that are
pressing. Time out. Here's what I'm going to tell you though, because I feel like I feel like it's easy to overreact after this 35-0 loss. This 35-0 loss was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. People are overreacting. It showed
a lot of things.
Like everyone's overreacting.
Just like everybody was telling me who wasn't happy with the 17-16 win, and everybody else that wasn't happy with it and said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? If you win by 1 point or you win by 20, a win's a win, right? That's what people said, and that's the way people do it. A 35-0 loss or a 35-31 loss is still a loss. We're still tied with the Bills in the standings as of now. We're 1-1 in the division. We're both 1-1 overall. No, the only thing that they have ahead of us is the head-to-head.
Yeah, they have the tiebreaker. So.
Right, they have the tiebreaker right now.
Yeah, right now we play them in week 8.
Are we saying you guys feel confident going to Buffalo in? I think it's Halloween.
I don't feel confident going into Buffalo, but I feel like they still have time to turn around, and I feel like they will.
Would
you rather have this 35-0 wake-up call now or in week 13?
I'd rather not have it now. I'd rather not have it in year 3 of a rebuild.
But okay, but let's be real. And it's something again. That's why I'm trying to be level-headed. Y'all, the Packers got blown out, and they're gonna be fine. I know it's a different team, but the Packers got blown out. They would be fine. Tampa Bay that won the Super Bowl last year got blown. Their doors blown off by the same team that the Packers just got blown out by, with the MVP of the league, and they went on to win the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that we're gonna go win the Super Bowl, but let's be real with ourselves. This isn't some literally.
Kai, sorry, Alfredo.
Alfredo's point here is fantastic. He's right. Look, if we have Jacoby Brissett playing for 5 straight weeks, the season's over. 100%.
3.
But let's be. I personally believe that Tua will either play this week or next week. That's not off of what I know. That's just what I personally believe. I don't think that we're going to see him out
on here. Juan might have a couple over in a specific organization in the middle of the country, maybe middle south, maybe a little bit close to Mexico. I don't know.
I don't know if that source is, he had some admittance on that source.
But legitimately, look back on that game, and the offensive line was bad.
No,
it was
man.
horrible. But tell me this, but tell me this straight up, Juan.
Shit goes deeper, bro.
Tua doesn't get hurt. Do you think that game ends 35-0?
Not a chance.
Nah, it wouldn't have gotten that bad. I think Tua would have definitely.
I don't think
scoring drives. I don't
think that
it's not.
I don't
close.
think that they let up like that.
Nah, they blitzed him. They blitzed him crazy. They blitzed him early. But you know that Tua would have adjusted.
He did adjust.
We both know that
he did adjust. From that first play with that slant, the very next play, they came with 2 receivers on that side. They ran. He hit like a little pump fake to a little.
You heard it here first. Alfredo says I can report Tua expects to play, which is something that I've always said about him, and I'm pretty sure I brought this up. Maybe I brought this up in the draft. If not, it is what it is. Tua did get hurt really often in college. Tua just got hurt again. But there's one thing you can't take away from him. There's one thing you can't take away from him. Hold on. No, time out.
No, not you. Him.
I'm talking to Juan. Exactly. I know.
Okay.
He played through all of them that he could. Tell me he didn't.
He did.
The only time he didn't play through something was the hip, which, I mean, good Lord, nobody could play through that. But he busted both ankles, had the surgery, came back in a week or two.
The thumb.
Are we gonna say all of these injuries do absolutely nothing to his on-field play?
Of course they do. 100%.
They will affect it. But hold on a second. I'm gonna praise him for, in my opinion, the warrior that he is.
Love the warrior.
Because if any one of us had to deal with any one of the injuries he's dealt with, we wouldn't even go to work where all we have to do is sit at a computer and type stuff.
Dog, I get it.
Listen, I run around at work. I don't know who we're
in the second year of Tua.
Yeah,
literally second year of Tua. If it's a recurring thing, dog, like 17 games, like are we expecting 13 out of him every year?
Okay, so hold on a second. I want, in recent Dolphins memory, who do you think is the most like Iron Man like quarterback? The guy who could take every hit and never go down. Tell me who it is.
Tannehill.
What happened?
He got beat the hell up and then he couldn't deal with it. Are we gonna sit here and tell me Tannehill?
So then what we're gonna do is sit here and crap on Tua for playing behind that line that you said is terrible.
In that concept, Tannehill is what 6'2", 220, 230.
Bro, Tannehill's like 6'4", homie. He's big.
Even worse. He was able to take that beating for 7 years. Do I see Tua handling that beating for 3 years?
I don't care. No. I don't care. I don't care who the quarterback is. No one should have to take that beating longer than 1 year, if that.
Well, then.
So I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what? Next time they just need to. No.
That's a deeper question than we're talking even on field. Then.
So then what you're saying is they just need to go draft a tougher quarterback that's going to be able to take those hits because it's okay
Absolutely
to take them.
Not. I'm talking about who's drafting the people who's blocking for the quarterback.
Right, which we're going to bring that up later. But
yeah.
You're starting to sound like a different YouTube channel where it's like, oh, maybe that's the problem.
No, as far as Tua,
position.
No, absolutely not. Tua is not the problem. The only thing is that he, in a sense, needs to be insulated for the offense to work. We've done a terrible job with the decisions and the choices as far as Austin Jackson.
Who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
Patrick Mahomes, Aaron
How did
Rodgers.
he do with a bad offensive line?
Got to a Super Bowl.
How do you do with a bad offensive line in the Super Bowl?
Got to a Super Bowl.
First of all, that offensive line in the Super Bowl. No.
Nah,
I'm gonna tell you the
Super Bowl. If we're being real,
that offensive line that got to the Super Bowl was different. How many guys did he lose in the AFC Championship going into the Super Bowl?
Are you gonna tell me you'd rather not be in the Super Bowl than be in the Super Bowl and lose?
You're gonna tell me the offensive line he had in the Super Bowl was the same one that he got there with?
Bro,
no, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
All right, cool.
Did he lose guys in the playoffs?
For sure.
Going into the Super Bowl, was that the same offensive line that they had?
No.
What happened in the Super Bowl when he had a Dolphins caliber offensive line?
Unfortunately, Austin Jackson is our first round pick starting left tackle.
And we can discuss those mistakes. We can discuss those mistakes later. But when he went into the game with a Dolphins quality offensive line, how did the best quarterback in the NFL do?
Against who? Against the Bucks? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
He looked like an average guy.
So then you're telling me that the guy in year 2 who still hasn't even played 16 games yet, you're going to fault him for going down with rib injury, probably coming back in a week?
I'm not saying I'm faulting him. I'm saying optics. I'm saying the fact that Ross is 81 years old. He's invested $2 billion of his own money. There's a clock. There's a clock where I don't know if we're gonna be patient enough with him to say, bro, go take your lumps for 4 years. In year 5, when you pop off like Drew Brees, let's go win a Super Bowl. I'm questioning the overall vision at this point.
My questioning is all the other choices they've made, not that one.
Yeah, and it's
the
mostly,
other choices,
and it's
not
mostly
that
just because, like I was trying to say earlier, it's like the context of losing to somebody in your own division, to where it's like just flat out we already admit it's just we don't match up well with them.
I mean, well, don't.
Like if we don't, what are we building up for? Like to beat Kansas City? Like
no, yeah, we don't get anywhere without beating the Bills. We don't. We know this. We all know this. I mean, but we have to talk about the offensive line. Everyone wants to hear about the offensive line. Kai, can you bring up that Alfredo clip?
I can indeed.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Liam Eichenberg, at least we saw him play, right? Like he played week 1 against New England, a team that was going to throw the book at him, and he played well. Like, what could you say about it? He played well, right? So maybe, I'm no expert on offensive line play, but maybe get a guy that played well 1 week and play him the second week and hopefully he plays well again, right?
Yeah.
So I think it is time to make some changes. What we saw yesterday was not embarrassing. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassing. I could take getting your ass kicked. If you get your ass kicked, you get embarrassed. Okay, you got beat. Okay, their players were better than yours, and you got beat up. But what you saw yesterday was a bunch of unprofessionalism, is what you saw. It was an unprofessional performance. On Saturday, I got a little bit on Zion Nelson, but that's because he's a projected first-round pick.
Yeah.
So I can, I called him out because I had mentioned him before, like, this is probably the Canes' best player. A lot of draft nicks have him in the top 10. They have him as the second-ranked tackle in the draft. And he went out and had his worst game of his career at UM against Michigan State. And as bad a game as I can remember a first-round pick having. But those are college kids. So I'm only going to call out a Zion Nelson. I'm going to call out a Bubba Bolden, guys that are projected to be at the next level.
Right.
But on the Dolphins side, those are professionals. What they did yesterday was completely unprofessional. It was just sheer stupidity coupled with some physical limitations, and they produced what they produced, which is Austin Jackson giving up 9 pressures and the offensive line giving up 24 pressures overall, which is, you can't run an offense that way.
No, you can't.
And what's sad is they actually got a good performance from their pass defense against Josh Allen.
Yeah, they did.
Damn. First of all, before we get into anything, Kai.
Yeah, he just says everything so much more professional and nicer.
Kai,
I feel like I'm just like,
we're just mad. There's a reason why we're not on 3 yards per carry, guys. Like, it is what it is. We're the extension of 3 yards per carry, not actual 3 yards per carry.
We're like the dirty light Sprite version of it.
We're the Pepsi Max. We're the Pepsi Max to their Pepsi, or to their Coke, actually. Let's just be honest about what it is. Okay. Offensive line. The starting offensive line that went out there on Sunday, right? Was Austin Jackson, Solomon Kinley, Michael Dieter, Robert Hunt, Jesse Davis.
Oh my god.
At halftime, Jesse Davis went down with an injury.
Of course.
Which I think was an aggressive benching, probably.
Yeah.
Right? And they brought in Liam Eichenberg, who
Gregory Rousseau put him on his ass.
But hey, that's game. This literally game 2
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's game 2 for Gregory Rousseau too. Like, I mean,
right, the guy that everybody told me don't worry about Gregory Rousseau. Dang, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to put that up.
I've heard of the 3YPC one. I've heard the name. I've never actually seen one.
It's like the
it's like off-brand
version. Yeah, it's
like
never off-brand. It's just a lot nastier.
I want to bring up Cap here. right? Because Cap says keep blaming the online. Let's see how far that gets Chris Greer, guys.
I
do want to talk about Chris Greer.
We're gonna have to talk about that too.
I mean, if you want to bring it up now, the graphic is
no,
ready.
I'm gonna bring it up in a second, right? Because there's division right now. There's division on the internet. Why do we keep yelling at the offensive line? You know, it's always excuses about O-line. In my opinion, I don't think it's an excuse to talk about the O-line. I think it's the O-line is very bad and actively putting us behind in games. Juan, what do you think?
I think Austin Jackson threw Rose Brissett one time. I can only laugh. I mean, I can only laugh at this. I mean,
bro,
eventually I might cry about it,
like
but
everybody,
bro, it's everybody, dog. Like,
and Matt Milano's like your size.
I went into it and I really tried to rewatch it. Right, I tried to rewatch it, dog. I couldn't get past the Tua injury. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Let me tell you that on that play,
hold on. Cap, he's British. Just letting you know.
Not Australian.
He's British. He had a Juan moment.
Yeah,
love you, Cap.
But on that play where Tua got killed, let's just take solace in knowing that if it wasn't gonna be him, it was going to be Austin Jackson's guy and Jerry Hughes, who was ready to beat down on him too. So either one of our tackles were going to go ahead and get our quarterback injured. So it just happened to be Austin Davis. I mean, Jesse Davis.
I mean, listen, bro. Honestly,
if you got an Austin Davis, if you like merge them into one, you might have the ultimate horrible offensive tackle.
Bro, that's like
in the NFL.
You ever seen the little Instagram things where they'll build the worst running back, and it was basically mostly like Kalen Ballage. It's basically gonna be it would basically just be Jesse Davis and Austin Jackson and parts of like Dallas Thomas. Like,
I understand that we've been talking about offensive line forever. I've been
talking about it since camp.
Have we?
No. That's why I'm not just talking about camp. I'm talking about for years now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? I mean, the most stable offensive line I could think of that was consistently stable and didn't have to deal with injuries. You're probably talking Tony Sperano's teams.
You're going to have to come Thursday show, because Thursday show we'll be talking about next week. Today's show
I will stand on this hill though. Royal did not know nothing about Jesse Davis. Royal had never watched Jesse Davis.
It won't let me put it up. It won't let me.
No.
It's not letting me put it.
There you go,
bro.
They don't want me to be great.
I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, it's bad, bro. I'm telling you. First play.
There we go.
So here's what it is, right? Like everybody's saying, oh, well, if you get on the offensive line, and Cap mentioned it, that's you getting after Chris.
Listen, bro, this has been bad. All right, look, I was making a graphic. This is horrible. This has been bad. This is consistently
like level-headed Kai, by the way.
Dude, I can't do it anymore.
It's rough.
I can't do it anymore.
Look
at this.
Okay, no, here let's go. Okay, 2016 NFL draft. Laramie Tunsil became literally the entire future in terms of future draft picks.
Stop. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that anymore. Laramie Tunsil turned into Noah and freaking Austin Jackson. Like,
no, well, hold on. He was converted into the future. We're all very excited at the time, and we, including those on this show, said, "Wow, what a steal!"
Oh no, sorry, Minka was Austin. We gave up Minka Fitzpatrick and All-Pro safety.
Right. So we said, "Great job."
Austin freaking Jackson.
You're gonna relax because y'all were real hype about it when it happened. So Kai, pull the graphic back up. Let's walk through
this is just.
Xavier Howard, fantastic draft pick.
Awesome.
Probably the best draft pick the Dolphins have had in years.
This weekend. You heard it here first.
Kenyon Drake, for some reason, no coaching staff ever liked
I remember we traded up for Leonte Carrou.
Leonte Carrou, woof, what a miss. Jakeem Grant, what a major hit right there.
Yeah.
I put, and I will solve myself.
That's a hit.
I put hit. I know. Wait. For real, bro. For real. I put hit, and I put hit for a reason. I legitimately believe that for what he brings on special teams, and this can be clipped anywhere, Jakeem Grant is a hit for what he brings on special teams.
I agree with it. I mean, I
don't know why. I don't know what just happened, but yeah, that's what I agree with.
Let's keep going down. Jordan Lucas, bro. Brandon Doughty, woof. Thomas Duarte, what are we doing?
Do you remember yes. Brandon Doughty, bro? Remember when they were saying he was going to be the next Marino or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was from down here.
Get out of here. Charles Harris, in my opinion,
TJ
the worst
fucking
draft
Watt.
pick that the
TJ
Dolphins.
Watt. TJ Watt, bro.
Hold on, that's the worst draft pick I think the Dolphins have had in a very long time. Raekwon McMillan, who was traded and has moved teams like crazy. Cordrea Tankersley, who I remember had that good game in London against Drew Brees.
And against the Falcons. And against the
he
Falcons.
got hurt though. He kept getting hurt.
So
he had a good game against
that was
the Falcons.
unfortunate. Isaac Asiata, he's now a cop. I mean, good for him. Devon Godshaw, I mean,
he's with the Patriots, I guess.
Vincent Taylor and Dolphins practice squad / 7th receiver mainstay Isaiah Ford.
Isaiah Ford has like blackmail on Stephen Ross. I'm convinced.
But here's the thing. This is why
I know someone
really
put Jordan Lucas won a Super Bowl, but like, let's be real, he won a Super Bowl and he wasn't
okay. Damian Williams won a Super Bowl too. What the hell?
Time out. Whoa. Conversation, because Damian Williams actually contributed to his Super Bowl win.
Exactly.
No, relax on that one, bro. Micah Fitzpatrick, good draft pick. Whiniest player I've seen since, I don't know, maybe a Boston Celtic.
I mean, I put hit for the Steelers because
I wonder. I mean, maybe if some people weren't so.
No. Because Minka then complained when he was in Pittsburgh about the same thing. I want to do more. Like, come on,
he did.
He's a whiner.
He's a whiner. His way into an All-Pro. I mean, who the hell am I to question the guy? Like,
he's a whiner. I don't want a whiner. Well, Mike Gesicki, a hit with 0 targets in week 1.
A hit who they're actively trying to not give targets to for money purposes later on. Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Jerome Baker hit for sure.
Oh, for sure. We signed him to a quick deal. Let everybody else out pay, and he's going to be an Xavier situation in 2 years. Continue.
Damn, he really is. My gosh.
Oh no, I'm ready to realize tonight. Let's continue. Durham Smythe. Oh, another tight end that we drafted, who's still here. And then didn't we draft? Well, we're gonna get into that later. Mid.
Go ahead.
Kalen Ballage. I mean, we just.
I put LOL because I feel like come on,
we've already talked about it. The next two. I mean, who like Cornell Armstrong and Quentin Poling? Like, I'm sorry.
Jason, I don't even know why I put I should have put miss for both of them. I don't know why I said
Jason Sanders honestly might be Chris Greer's like best draft pick like ever.
Dog, I know you're not overlooking Xavier Howard. Listen, you're done talking. Nah, you're done.
I'll give it to you.
Christian Wilkins, 2nd year in a row where they drafted defensive player in the 1st round, but this time it actually worked. Yeah. Christian Wilkins isn't a big stat guy, and a lot of people complain about him, but he gets the job done.
Stats, though.
Huh?
He helps create stats.
Yeah, no, he's good. Michael Dieter,
I think 2019 was a good draft, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, Michael Dieter, okay. You do. I will be with Johnny Be Good on this one. That is when they got Rosen as well. Rough time.
No, it's okay.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
No, you gave up a 2nd round pick for Rosen. I don't want to hear about okay. Yeah. You were negotiating by yourself with yourself at the table with only the Cardinals. So no.
Isaiah Prince missed. Chandler Cox, I mean, fullbacks, guys.
Fullback, yeah.
Miles Gaskin, I will say,
according to
I will
Mike,
call
he's
it
trash.
No, time out. I don't like him as a starting running back. I think he's a great 3rd down running back. I've said that before.
He's a top 20 back. Nothing.
Right? I think it's a hit in terms of what was he, a 6th or 7th round draft pick?
7th.
He was a 7th round draft pick. So I'll call that one a hit for sure. Let's finish it off. 2020 draft. This is where I think the real question.
This is where Chris Greer might get fired.
I mean, look, I'm not saying it's gonna happen just yet because you still have to see what happens with a lot of these guys. But Tua.
Also, we're just evaluating. We're not trying to be, we're just looking at what has happened in the history. Just want to put that straight for people. We're not trying to come out here and call for anyone's head, but we're just saying this is how it's looked since 2016. I think we also have to remember. I don't think he was making the decisions until 2018.
Yeah,
because remember he was under Tannenbaum. He
wasn't solely making them, so he was a big part of it.
He's listed as general manager since 2016, so
he has been a big part of it. And I'm sorry, everybody in the room that said yes, Charles Harris deserves some blame.
I'm just
if he's gonna get credit for Tunsil
and Howard, he's gotta get blamed.
Tunsil
he's gonna get shit for Charles Harris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, okay. I agree with that. Right. Also, Tunsil, we got lucky; he fell to us. Okay. Tua, jury is absolutely still out. Austin Jackson seems to be a miss. Is in the direction of a miss. Noah Gbenogany is in the direction of a miss.
I just put TBD. All right.
Okay. No, I know.
Let's just be real here. There's a possibility in the world where Sunday neither or none of the 3 first-round picks are on the field, because while Austin Jackson may be playing and starting, if he's not on a short leash, then my God, like that's another one who has blackmail on Steven Ross. I don't know why they just don't challenge him at all with any competition.
All right, so let's finish it off. We'll try to. Robert Hunt,
Right
in the
guard.
direction of a
I like
hit.
him. I like him.
In the direction of a hit.
I put
Raekwon
TBD. Like
Davis?
for most of them, I put TBD unless we know. Like Raekwon Davis, I feel like we think is a hit.
Yeah.
Like right.
I feel like
so
okay, but okay.
I
well,
put
I'll be honest
TBD
about it.
for most unless it's like
Yeah, I'd
obvious.
have to put TBD for Raekwon as well, just because I mean he's out right now.
I guess because he got injured. Yeah, but like yeah, I guess. But I just
Brandon Jones trending in the
he's
right
good.
direction. Solomon
Yeah.
Kinley is just a
I'm
graph that
sorry.
goes up and
Solomon
down.
Kinley has lost about 3 jobs, where from right guard to left guard again this year. Like, we traded up for him. Like, it's rough.
Jason Strobridge, woof. Curtis Weaver, cut before his first season.
We drafted Blake Ferguson in the
Blake
5th round.
Ferguson, I mean,
Jeez.
long snapper.
for the
Malcolm
brand,
Perry,
baby.
Malcolm Perry,
They
future
100% can hate
future
Kinley.
Patriot superstar, according to Juan.
Julian Edelman all over again.
And then this year's draft: Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, Javon Holland, Liam Eichenberg, Hunter Long, Larnell Coleman, and Jared Dokes. Right?
I felt like
think-
it was safe to put Javon Holland as a hit because
I
I don't
think
know,
if you're doing that, it's probably
personally.
safe to put Waddle on that too. I just think it's too early to put that for anybody there.
I don't know. I personally think that if you're like you put Javon Holland on the potential hit list, like I guess Jalen, I know, and I guess we could go into this if you want to. I know it's maybe out of structure, but I know that Randy the Realist has some stuff he needs to say about Jalen Waddle.
He has some stuff he wants to say, and
It's
we'll
up
let
to
him
you.
say
You're
it,
the-
but it's
you're
a
the host.
bad idea.
You're the host. So
No.
I
Let him
I'm
say
just-
what he has to say, but I'm gonna fight him on this one. That's for damn sure.
Randy was not planning on speaking on the subject,
Randy's backing up.
but Randy's pretty hot-headed right now. So, no, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna.
Let's
touch it.
let's wrap up the
I'm not
2020 draft and finish up what our thoughts were there, and then I'll hit you with that one. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. Look, this is absolutely true. I would agree with Alfredo on this one.
100%.
Makes
And
no sense
You
to
can
me
put
that
Caps
Kinley,
too right next to it.
makes no sense that they put Kinley in a spot where he had lost his job after the season he had last year, where out of the 3 rookies, he looked the best most of the time.
And they're blaming him for the offensive line struggles. Let's just be clear
Right.
about that.
He's not playing great. Let's
when
be
you
honest.
look
He's
at
not
the
playing
tape
great, but
and
man,
you see both tackles like ass, and then you look at Solomon Kinley like trash, and you say, you know what? We got to replace that left guard. That to me tells me you're playing into optics. That to me tells me if Austin Jackson goes to the bench, maybe he's not gonna handle it right. And I don't see the constant like coddling with anybody else besides Austin Jackson, bro. Like it's almost sickening, like how much they like don't want him to
JP,
be.
if I let him say it, it'll be for a reason. You'll see.
Oh,
Look, here's why we brought up the draft stuff. This is the gist of it. Teams live and die by their draft picks, their free agent acquisitions, whatever they bring in. If that doesn't work, you lose your job. That is the way it goes. Right? That is just the truth of the fact. Austin Jackson was not a popular pick when he was made. People were looking for a lot of other options. They decided to go with Austin Jackson. And to his credit, last year, Austin Jackson was not bad. Juan, you know this better than anyone else on this show because you watched the tape. Austin Jackson wasn't great, but he wasn't bad.
Mm-mm.
He didn't lose his games.
He's regressed, this
especially before injury.
Right. He's-
I keep harping on the fact that I think that he struggled so much with power last year because he was good with speed. That
You tweeted that out earlier as well.
He overcompensated, working out, bulking up, whatever.
And now he can't handle either.
He can't handle either right now, man. It's like it's almost disheartening to see him struggle so badly, man. I really don't know.
Here's Alfredo's power rankings of booty. Austin Jackson,
Number
Jesse
one.
Davis, Solomon Kinley, Robert Hunt, and Michael Dieter, who, again, to see Michael Dieter on this list is still surprising to me. Obviously, I don't think Matt Skura would have helped.
It's like a curved grade, It's like
what do we? So I hate that I keep going out of structure here. I apologize, Mike. But like, what are the thoughts on like just like truthfully not doing some of the stuff that people did, like DMing him and stuff like that, like legitimately
so embarrassing. That was so fucking embarrassing. I'm so sorry. As a fan of the organization.
You didn't see that, Mike?
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna pull it up.
They DM'd him.
Someone DM'd him, and that was just like that's a level that's like too far type of thing. But like
he had a horrible performance.
What do we?
Gracious, it's
okay, but like what do we?
You think he doesn't know?
What do we think that like the actual situation is going to be with Jesse Davis? Like, do we believe that this coaching staff is going to continue to keep starting him, or do we think that there is a chance that they do bench him legitimately?
So I think it's a mixture of things. I think it's a coaching staff, and I do think Chris Grier plays a part in this, because if he wanted to make a change, he would have brought in something else for that position, right?
Here's what I was Schwartz. I know that Lewis has been high on Mitchell Schwartz. Alf mentioned that,
but they've already tried with Isaiah Wilson. They tried with DJ Fluker. Like now I get why they tried. I just feel like it was always trying to hit for these like singles and shit. But it's like, bro, like if you're gonna
be that guy Royal.
I mean, if you're gonna go and you're gonna say like you have
don't
like
be that guy.
Playoffs and Super Bowl aspirations, like, bro, go spend the money, bro. Go make the trade, make it happen, dog.
Here's the thing, though. This team, this organization, the way they are right now, they have a philosophy about the way they want to do things.
Yeah,
you guys know better than anyone else. No, they stick with it to the end, right? For example, I know you guys are gonna pick on me about this because you always do. I've been clamoring for a running back forever now. The options were there. God. Hold on, let's be honest. No,
about to say some Najee Harris type shit.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the options have been there. The options have been there.
I agree with you.
Both in the draft, in free agency.
J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre
everything
Swift.
has been there. They could have whoever they wanted. They never did it.
Do you still want Le'Veon Bell? Like a legit question, not trying to like meme. Like,
good Lord, he can't be any worse at blocking people than the three guys we have now.
I mean, but if they're not even promoting him from the practice squad onto their active roster, like,
I mean, he's just not in shape yet because he wasn't even on a team. I still think he could block better, but no. What I'm saying is they have a way of doing things. They stick to it, and that's just the way they go. They don't like Solomon Kinley. They made him kind of lose his job, right? They put him somewhere else. I mean, I'd be fine with this.
I think like, and someone put it in there, like, I just think that it's like, why are we continuing to do the mediocre? Like, why are we continuing to just accept the mediocre? Why are we continuing to accept the least out of something instead of the most? Like, I'm one who I like Chris Grier a lot. Like, I don't make that graphic. I don't say stuff to be like, oh, Chris Grier is the worst at this. Chris Grier is the worst at that. And I think a lot of people truly down in their hearts do like Chris Grier a lot. I think that like we're getting into this point where people are acting like, oh, well, Chris Grier this, Chris Grier that, and they're not trying to actually give him some kudos for something. But like, this is just, it's getting ridiculous to the point where it's like, okay, at some point, if you're drafting Tua Tagovailoa at pick number 5, this is supposed to be your future. Whether it's him, whether it's DW, whether it's anyone. Like, it doesn't matter if you're trading for someone, drafting someone. Like, you can't put someone behind that offensive line. Like, and I know that it's like, I don't bring that up as if it's a realistic.
I'd be a slick ass to say that DW has more experience with a battle line than anybody else.
Of course, but like, you can't. And again, I don't want to talk about legitimately trading for him, but I'm saying just in general, like for what the rumors are, like you cannot put someone legitimately behind this offensive line the way they were playing. Like point blank, how it is. Austin Jackson and Jesse Davis tried getting Tua killed and Jacoby Brissett killed. Like that's just what it was. Like that was the level of play.
If Jacoby Brissett went down, they can bring up Sinet, right? Because there's like a rule, like it's practice squad, but they can bring him up straight off, even though
I think it has to be like a game, like a game day.
You have to make the decision before the game.
Even at the quarterback position, I thought they could have brought him up.
No, they would have to Friday say, hey, he's going to be on the active roster for one of his 2 games for the year, and then going into Sunday, he would be one of the active quarterbacks.
Okay. Well, it would look. We've spent.
It's just like it's enough of it.
Yeah, we've spent 50 minutes on offensive line because honestly, in my opinion, that's the biggest thing to take away from this. There are other things we can talk about. We can talk about honestly the wide receivers horribly untimely drops, which were
Devontae Parker's catch could have kind of changed the tide.
Wide receiver 1, bro, really.
Albert Wilson.
Albert Wilson's drop, the fumble by Jakeem,
multiple drops,
the fumble by Jakeem, the muff punt, the muff punt by Jalen. Nothing worked out. And it was the same thing that happened, in my opinion, that happened week 1, where it was you had, I mean, the difference is you didn't have those 2 drives where they scored, but everyone messed up at some point, right? If it wasn't the offensive line allowing a sack, the one time Jacoby Brissett had time to throw it deep, and he does throw it deep where he had to kind of scramble and get it going, we have a drop pass in the end zone, right? He has a little bit of time. He throws a quick pass. Albert Wilson drops it. Another quick pass over the middle. Jakeem Grant fumbles it. We get the ball back after the defense makes a stop. Jalen Waddle muffs the punt. Like, it just felt like there's just thing after thing after thing coming up, and someone has to figure it out. And at some point, you need to look to big contributors. You know, high draft picks to be contributors.
You know what's scary about the whole thing that you're saying, and I agree with you, is that it almost felt like they needed somebody to like get everybody around and like say, let's get this shit going, right? And it feels like Tua is that guy, and it feels like the minute that Tua went down, like the leadership to like snap everybody back, because like Xavier, I love Xavier. He's the best player on the team.
Oh, but he's not that leader.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy. So who is
that
that's
guy? Why we need the
and look, let's be real. Like Jacoby, like just I saw people legitimately saying that Jacoby like played, that they saw more and more impressive stuff out of Jacoby on Sunday than they saw out of Tua in the games that Tua has played. Like,
stop the cap.
Let's be real here. Is that really what we're gonna say? Like, come on now.
For 169, the interception. I'm not gonna blame him. The corner played like he literally played.
Well, you're talking about the interception that Jacoby threw.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my gosh, bro! I could have thrown that pass. The velocity he
to Levi Wallace.
No. Time out. Bro, he lofted that thing. It was like a, oh, here we go. It was little rainbow pass. Come on, bro. That was a Chad Pennington throw.
Yeah, I'm telling you that they high load somebody.
This is true, dude. Like this is getting to a point. No, bro. Like oh my god, I can't believe that I have to be the level head here, bro. Mike, this is usually you, bro.
I don't think they stink, but
they do not stink, bro.
The bench is starting to
defensively. They don't stink.
I don't know. They're like 30th in third downs. They're like 32nd rush. It's I don't know.
This team does not stink. Like let's listen, bro. Like, I hate that I have to be the level-headed one here because this team does not stink. Come on,
level-headedness doesn't bring content, Kai. We want content,
but it's just not true. Like, I can't fake anything. All right, like I can't fake anything. This is not true. Like, the team is not bad. It's not true.
He's got better things to deal with than your level-headedness, bro.
I just, dude, like, oh man, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. I can't believe that we're sitting here.
No, look, I agree with you. I agree with Aaron.
Thank you.
It's not the end of the world. I've said that. The season isn't over.
Not even week 5. See how they are in week 8. Like,
right. Dude, Alf, we can all agree. Hold on. Yo, Alf ringing true.
Alf, come on. You know we're gonna pull off that game against the Giants. It's gonna be 2-15.
Now, honestly, if the Dolphins go this season and the Dolphins go 2-15, do you want to know who that
Miami Dolphins?
That other win would be against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to give us hope and then absolutely crap on us, right? I mean, that'd be the most Dolphins thing possible.
I can't even hear you, bro. If you're talking to me, I can't hear anything, bro. I just can't. If we're gonna be out here like this, and I might as well be wearing this bougie helmet that doesn't fit my head. Like, what is this crap, bro? Like, there's no way that we're really sitting out here like you see
dog.
Me, bro? Look at this, bro. Like, this is the level that you guys have driven me to. Do you see how this doesn't even hit this doesn't fit my freaking head?
I like how that we're talking like this. We got to start with a 2023 one.
This is ridiculous, dude. This is ridiculous. Look, I can't believe that this is like.
The season isn't over by any means. It's just hard to come away from that 35-0 loss feeling like there's anything to feel good about.
The teams have like a Monday rule where after Monday they don't talk about the loss. Here at the Extra Yard we have a Tuesday rule, so after Tuesday we don't talk about the loss. But until Tuesday's over, we're gonna destroy this.
Yo, somebody, this is Alfredo's dream.
Yo, right after Alf just said that he was trash, he's supposed to be like the best player, and Alf just goes, Zion Nelson's garbage. Like,
Love how you
This is you
over,
see you UM
our
people.
our fourth co-host. Very important comment.
Bro, I know.
I'm not even trying.
I know you're not. I know you're
I'm
not.
just saying, our guy Sam Darnold looks like the savior when you take him out of New York, but that's neither here nor
You're
there.
saying Sam Darnold looks like a savior? You're not saying that though. You're not saying that. I know you're not saying that.
Did he not beat the Saints, who just destroyed the Green Bay Packers 38-3?
Dude, the Saints are not it, bro. Let's not act like the Saints are some great team, bro. This is not what we're saying for real.
Listen, Juan, look.
And then dude,
you know what? Let's end this on the sourest of notes possible. Randy, tell the people what you think about the 6th overall pick.
I think he's done some really good stuff.
No. Tell the people what you said.
I'm gonna
put the glasses on too. Put the glasses on.
My daughter took
be realistic. Let's be realistic.
You and I got pretty heated in our chat.
Yeah, I think I've spent the last 2 weeks watching 4 different games, 2 of the Dolphins, 2 of the Kansas City Chiefs, and if the Kirk Cousins, absolutely not. And if we're gonna really be where Tyreek is the only comp for Waddle, I'm not feeling that speed as far as like the defense's respect for it. Now, are we either going to say that's because Waddle isn't maybe all the way 100% healthy and can't get to that top end speed? Or are we saying that the disrespect is coming because of Tua and the offensive line? I feel like the answer is somewhere in the middle.
Bro, week 2. That's how long you lasted.
I've been watching him waddle.
That's how long you lasted.
Since late of July.
Week 2. You're week 2, and you're like, that's it. They should have drafted anybody else at the 6th
I'll be
overall
honest.
pick.
Like I got to give you credit.
Wait,
you called this shit. You called this shit last week. You called this shit last week. You said that I was fake positive. I don't think I was fake positive. I felt like I was really positive. You called that I was gonna. I said it. Yeah, you really did. I
said we'd be sitting here in a week, and then you'd be a different person. Right? And y'all got real big, and everyone was like, ooh, they beat the Bills. They beat the Bills. We're talking serious playoff run. And I'm like, damn, guys, that's some big talk. And look at you now. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. 2.
Bro, I'm still
a long 2 days.
Oh god, dude. Yo, Alf is so funny, bro. He makes me laugh.
Look, I think I don't even know how to. It's okay to feel down. I don't think there's anything wrong with people feeling down. It's okay to criticize the offensive line.
Like the Bane thing saying it's like, some people just, chose the darkness, the negativity. Me, Juan, was just, born into it. Like I just
this dude did not just say that he was born in the darkness, bro. Like you've been running this all day and
and look, and I'm gonna just cap here. Tannehill's O-line crapped the bed week 1.
I'm sorry.
Tannehill's O-line is still nowhere.
I can't talk Tannehill when I just witnessed like a 40-point game by freaking Derrick Henry. Like that man had like 3 touchdowns and like 2 of them were called back. Like
the man could literally carry the entire 11-person defense, and nothing would happen. Here? Look, here's what we're doing here.
Randy's tired. Randy unload the clip. I feel like it was like a therapeutic session for me, guys. I really appreciate you kind of just muscling through it, but like I feel a lot better.
Listen, listening to you is rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, listen, someone got to do it. Someone has to do it.
But it's because I knew all that positivity.
It's either going to be a psychiatrist with me locked up in a chair, or like it's going to be here with you guys.
I knew all your positivity was crap, right? Like I was there. I called it. I said it. Like this don't make no sense.
You did.
And I said he gonna switch.
You did it.
Right?
Did it. Like a switch. Like a just flip.
Now you're sitting here telling me that Waddle ain't it because he's not Tyreek Hill after 2 weeks. Like, bro, you stupid.
See, I get that. That's how it's framed.
That's how it's what you're saying.
It's not. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I just feel like
where Colin was wrong.
The selection itself, when you're drafting somebody who's 5'9", 5'10", 180 pounds at 6th overall, and you're saying he's generational because of his speed. You're not
bringing this up, dude.
Because of his speed. I gotta wonder who's making these decisions and why. And let's be real. 18 was Flores. 6 was Greer. Like
how's 18 working? No,
Neither
no.
one
I
of
just
them. Neither
because
one
I
of
just want
them
to be sure.
working. Neither
Right,
one of them
because you're shitting
and
on 6, but 18 we're chilling.
it's a combined effort. And if I'm being real, and let's say, so this is the hypothetical I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm glad that we finally kind of revolved around it.
And let's
And I
wrap
think
it up on this
I
before
think
I
it's gonna
curse
be
you
it,
out.
literally. In the event we go 1-4, in the event we finish 9-8, who is our Chan Gailey this year?
Okay, stop.
Who's our Chan
No.
Gailey?
No. You're gonna
Who
stop.
is
No.
our
Because
Chan
here's
Gailey
what
this year?
you're saying. Here's what you're saying. Time out. Because this is what you're saying, right?
Juan,
You're saying
I
that.
feel you. I feel you.
Nah, get
feel
out of here. Get out of here. I'm not listening to
He
any of you.
poses-
I'm not listening to any of you.
Listen,
I'm not.
I'm
listening to any of you.
level-headed Kai
Nope.
today.
Oh,
However,
you're bullshit now.
Juan Cardona poses a very good question.
He does not, because Juan Cardona was number 1.
I got your back,
yelling
Juan.
at Chan Gailey. Were you not yelling at Chan Gailey?
Oh, for sure. I'm still yelling at him.
I think we all were. What are you talking about, bro?
Right, but what you're making it sound like is, we blame Chan Gailey, but it was Chan Gailey's fault. That's what you're saying? Because that's what you're making it sound like, right? Because you're making it sound like this is the excuse scapegoat.
He's saying who's the scapegoat? He's saying who's the scapegoat this season?
Yes. Who are we blaming?
He's not.
It's not a scapegoat.
So,
but there is for sure. What do you mean? There is 100%. There's a scapegoat.
Somebody's gonna get blamed for 9-8 and 1-4. In this hypothetical, I understand.
I'm
in this hypothetical,
I agree.
He's saying what? So
let's
say right now, real quick. Let's say right now, what you're saying that they beat the Raiders in this 1-4 hypothetical. You're saying they beat the Raiders or no?
No, 1-4. They
Colts?
lose against the Raiders. And
Colts? Sorry, yeah.
I mean, 1-4, they'll lose out the next 3 games.
Yeah, they lose out. So you're saying that I mean, like, if they lose to Nathan Peterman and or a quarterback in Derek Carr who attempted to lose Monday or Sunday Night Football against Lamar Jackson 2 weeks ago, and they lose to Jacob Eason, then I think even at 1-3, there is a problem, in my personal opinion.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're asking who the scapegoat is? I have no idea, because it's week 2, and I don't know how we'd get to 9-8. But here's the thing. If we get to 9-8, and it's because Tua gets hurt and doesn't play a lot, right? Like, let's just say this injury gets worse, or he suffers another injury and he's down for a while.
Tua will play on Sunday.
Michael, the short answer here is Chris Greer. Is Chris Greer.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's going to be this year's Chan Gailey. And especially in the event where Austin Jackson finally gets benched, Noah's not playing, and Tua's not answered. Because if you go into it, listen. If you go into it where 2021 training camp, you don't have an answer for Tua, you don't have an answer for Noah, you don't have an answer for Austin Jackson. Kinley, you just finished benching. Liam, you don't know which position you want to put him at. I'm sorry, dog. Someone's gonna have to answer these questions, and someone's gonna have to take the blame. And it's not gonna be I expect all my coordinators to be back, and then the next day he retires. Like,
no, I got you.
I'm genuinely thinking it might be Chris Greer this year.
Here's where I was finding you guys. One, to me, the term scapegoat makes it sound like they used you as an excuse to explain things, but you didn't have anything wrong. That's what I understand scapegoat as.
No, scapegoat is
I'm saying when I disagree with you guys, that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying. I'm just clarifying what I was disagreeing with you guys earlier.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
Scapegoat in this scenario would be like if this show ever tanked, it would be because of Juan.
No, it's 100% because of Royal.
Exactly. Oh, well.
And then if Royal's here, then it'll be because of you, because I don't want to say it to his face.
Exactly.
But look, here's where it's at. I said this, and I'm pretty sure you guys agreed with this, and we talked about this before the season even started. We said at some point you're going to have to question the decisions made when they keep not working out, right? They sign a Kyle Van Noy and they let him go. We're all fine with that decision.
Eric Flowers.
They have Eric Flowers. They let him go. We're all fine with that decision. But then
Bernard McKinney.
But they let these people go, and then what? Those are the problems.
What team is Bernard McKinney on right now?
He's not.
Okay. Thank you.
What team was he on who's had 2 35+ yards run to start each game?
What team is he on right now?
He's not on.
What team is he on right now?
That's not, but we can't even. Like, listen, we've talked about this earlier. At some point, it's got to come back to bite Chris Greer in the ass. It has to. It has to. I mean, I agree with that. But at the same point, I don't think that's exactly what's going to happen. Because again, let's just say Tua gets hurt and Tua misses a bunch of time. They're just gonna be like, nah, it's because Tua was down. We didn't have it for real. Is that they're gonna say that, but they're gonna say that.
Oh no!
But they're gonna say that.
Oh no! You my friend, you my good dear friend,
what
are going to be in for a shocker if we go 1-4 and finish 9-8.
What did I say? I said if Tua's out with an injury, what they're gonna say is they're gonna use that as the excuse. He was hurt. If he were healthy, it would have been different. That's what they're gonna do.
He's gone.
Who is?
If Tua doesn't answer, if he's the guy this year.
Okay, so then why do we still have Noah?
I mean, shit. That's another one too. I mean,
at least Tua's won us a few games. What has Noah done? Other than show up in shades and
lost us a couple games.
Yeah, other than shades and short shorts.
I'll agree with what you're saying. Quarterbacks have a different role. They have a different stature in the thing.
I don't know about y'all, but I take Aaron Rodgers 100,000% of the time.
It's just, I'm telling you, Mike. It's the patience that you might be preaching right now. I don't feel that from the Dolphins, dog. I'm starting to feel the desperation
we're swinging all over the place. Because like 2 days ago, you were like, "Oh, beat the Bills, Super Bowl." And now we're talking about tearing all down.
Motherfucker? Bipolar disorder is my superpower. That's what I'm
telling you. And I'm trying to be in the middle somewhere where I'm disappointed in this team, but after 2 weeks, I'm not sitting here telling you the sky's falling. It's all over.
I think we should be. I'm not saying the sky's falling, but like Chicken Little, a plate did fall and hit my head, and I've realized that the world isn't what it is.
And what is the world?
Chris Greer is Chris Greer might be the reason we're looking at what we're looking at.
The same GM that we praised a little while ago?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You remember a few weeks ago, they make another trade when they made all those trades in that same day for draft picks. And we're all like, man, Chris Greer is a god, blah, blah, blah. Pat Riley talk. You remember that? I want to make sure that this is the same group that said that stuff.
Yep.
And now we're saying this.
Damn right.
After week 2.
It's not week 2, dog. Like, I get it. I understand. I understand what you guys are saying. I understand. It sounds like an overreaction. I understand. It sounds like an insert. It's the chinks in the armor that I've already seen, to where I saw a team exploit them. Blueprint is out.
Okay.
Blueprint is out.
Offensive
dog.
line plays.
You're gonna get smacked every single game with 6+ rushers. Every single game.
You're saying that for real? You're saying that for sure.
If it put it like this, if that team disrespects you with only sending 4, it's because they think they can only beat you with 4, and you have 5, maybe 6 or 7 guys blocking. So let's call a spade a spade. I don't know.
I need to know what the emergency glass is. I would like to know what that is.
I'm just speculating and probably even putting words in Al's mouth, but I feel like the glass being broken would be for certain Houston quarterback.
And this is the thing. Okay, and because this is
shut the fuck up.
That's for you. That's for you,
me?
Juan. For Juan.
Yeah, I felt that one.
No, because look, I can't change your mind after getting you information. I'm sorry. I don't know what information it is that's changed from when we were about.
You're right. We sat here and underestimated how badly the offensive line looked the first day of camp, and we sold it to ourselves as being patient. We sold it ourselves as our D-line being good, and now we're selling it to ourselves.
That's what I'm saying.
There hasn't been any new information.
There has not been any new information
for the worst offensive line. Not 28th.
Oh no, they're not. No. They're not in competition.
32nd, and I would even argue
that they ran away with that a long time ago. They ran away with worst offensive line a long time ago.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
there's plenty of issues on this offense.
We were gonna like massage and like sit here and magic our way with RPOs. Yeah, BS. They eating us on RPOs, bro.
I'm sorry. That's the thing. This isn't to me, and you're entitled to your opinion, Eric. But this is the way I feel. Your expectations not being correct, in my opinion, isn't new information. It's your expectations being in the wrong place. Right? A lot of people are hyping up. Oh, we went and beat Bill Belichick in New England.
I'm
shit, we're for real.
crowning myself as the most positive person on the extra yard starting today until the end of the season.
Boy, until the end of time. Randy the realist is here to stay.
Bro,
Whenever
nah.
mark
Randy's
this day in the calendar of the entire world. September 21st, 2021. Kai is the only positive person on the extra yard.
How am I not being
who
positive?
said exactly what Alfredo Arteaga is saying. 11-6 and a playoff win.
I have not changed
And
my
I'm
mind once on the prediction.
to my positivity.
Nah, dude, you cap.
No, I am. And Royal says this because when Royal comes back, he's going to back me up too.
Royal says that because Royal's going to back everything you says because he's a blind follower of you.
Royal A. Shepherd is the GOAT of 5R. That's why.
He's a man of culture. He knows.
Heard it here first.
I like how you acting like I'm being negative, saying
you
that
are.
We should stick to our 11-6.
No, you are.
Negative.
You
I
are.
said 9-8.
Listen,
I'm still on 9-8.
Listen.
They were just
I'm not going to let this.
I got sold positivity, and he's dead.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not going to come out here and have my mood swing every day. It needs to be level headed. That's why I'm not on Twitter like Juan. That's why, like, look, this is so. Yeah, this. I know you're saying that, Juan.
I agree with you.
Or Mike. I know, but you have become the mood swing negativity as well with Mr. Juanye West down below.
Bro,
you have become mood swing negativity.
I was unhappy that
Juan. Am I correct or wrong? Juan.
I mean, at least you know what you're getting from me. Like Michael, like week to week, I've been like, who am I talking to this week?
What?
What?
How?
Brother man.
No.
Gregory Rousseau just ate us apart.
How am I swinging?
Mr. Max Crosby.
Tell me.
Tell me. Moved on.
Tell me how I'm swinging. Nah, tell me how I'm swinging.
Tell
me how I'm swinging.
You have become
Max Crosby.
Negative. You have become negative.
Oh, because I predicted they would lose on Sunday and I was
11-6 was positivity, and then now you've turned to the dark side.
I'm still
like Kylo Ren.
I have my freaking thing right here where I said that the Bills game was a loss. You see?
I don't care, bro. I am now the only positive person on the extra yard. Book it.
You know what? Screw it. If I'm being negative now, I will lean into this shit. All right.
Born into the darkness.
First of all, that's not even close.
I was born in the darkness.
Closer. It's
still
not there. Look. Can we all agree that was the most demoralizing loss we've had since last time
we
played
the Bills? I've been ranting for an hour and 15 minutes. What the hell do you think I'm feeling? Like that was the most demoralizing loss for me.
You think that was to me
since the past 3 Baltimore Ravens losses? Come on.
I was going to say one of those.
To me, that wasn't worse than week 17. Nah, that wasn't worse than week 17.
100% it's worse.
I saw it coming with
week 17 was an absolutely depleted team. That Sunday was 100% worse than that. 1,000,000% worse than that.
That was a depleted team. So this wasn't a depleted team.
Actually, it was a relatively healthy team.
Damn, you're right. Jacoby's gonna win us a lot of games.
Okay, I'm sorry. Once Tua got hurt. Okay, I'm sorry.
Barkley torched us week 17. Y'all forget that?
And that defense was still hurt.
I remember that.
Oh, the defense is the same. Listen.
What?
Week 17 to me was right. That was a playoff spot. Spot.
I've already let out all my negativity, so I'm kind of feeling like a therapeutic high here. So like we can just coast it through the rest of the show. I'm chilling. I'm good.
I hope you stub your toe.
I'd probably still feel this high right now.
But you want to know something? I hope you don't just stub your big toe. Right? I hope you stub all 5 of them somehow. Right? Like you hit something.
Dog, like, do you think I'm like a savage where I'm just kicking soccer balls like while
that's
walking?
Kind of mean,
like,
bro.
Crap, like
have you ever stubbed all 5 of your toes?
No, dog.
That has to be the worst pain imaginable. Like childbirth, please. Stubbing 5 toes. That's it right there.
That's hell. That's like losing 35-0 to a division rival.
And then having to talk to you about it.
Exactly. Literally. I feel bad for people having to hear it. Like honestly, like geez.
I mean, I'm not having a great time. I'm really
some of them have been here consistently the whole hour. Like I appreciate y'all boys, but shit. Like,
Listen,
this was my
listen to
therapy for
this
the week.
injury list going into the game. It was Jakeem Grant, Solomon McKinley, Shaq Lawson, Devontae Parker, Eric Flowers, Kevon Frazier, Mike Gesicki, Xavier Howard, Bobby McCain, Jamal Perry, and Kyle Van Noy were all dealing with injuries going into that Week 17 game.
But X played, right?
Yes,
X
but
had
like,
an
dude,
interception before on Josh Allen.
Yes.
like, no, I'm talking about Week 17. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Week 17.
Yeah, he
same,
did
same.
have an interception that week.
Yeah, we were driving on them. We just couldn't.
You know what? You know what though? You know what my hope is here? I hope that people here feel like they do on Heat post game shows, right? After they get beat
Listen,
up. And
Thursday,
then
like Juan said, Thursday, this is done. Thursday,
Yeah,
none of this ever
sure.
happened.
No, yeah, no.
And we go straight into the Raiders
and
game.
that's where I'm a
Like-
little different. Like I want them to focus on the Raiders.
No, I'm talking about us.
No, I know. I want for the team.
Guy
I want
needs
the
this
team to
to
focus
be
on the
all
referee.
about the Raiders on Thursday.
Nah, honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I want the team to remember this. I want this team to hold on to this.
Bro. I don't even want them to watch the tape, bro.
Nah,
That's
I
how
want them to
fucking
hold on
bad
to
it
this.
was.
I want Jesse Davis.
I want them to watch
block.
every offensive snap. I want them to watch every.
I
I want
honestly
Jesse
think
Davis,
at this point, if
like
if
7
show
times,
Austin
bro.
Jackson this tape, it's like what more do you expect? Like, there was literally a play with an RPO, guys. I kid you not. Every single blocker, and there was like 7 of them, stayed at the.
I love it. His mic went out.
His mic did go out.
I love it.
Did it go out?
Oh man.
Now you're back.
Just like the RPO, it needs 1 yard. That's all you can move, bro. Austin Jackson was 3 yards down the field blocking.
Bro, listen. this is
Only
what I'm saying.
player on the entire offensive line, and it's like at some point it's not that he doesn't want to be good. It's not that he doesn't care about it. It's like I don't know if he just can't do it.
It's just, but here's where I see it, right? I want Jesse Davis and Austin Jackson to watch every single one of their snaps. I want them to watch all of them closely. And I want the both of them to know, because we all know this. If Tua's out, this season has no hope. Correct?
100%. Jacoby Brissett cannot play despite what people said.
Right? So
No more.
I want
People
Jesse
trying to set
Davis-
on the timeline that Jacoby Brissett looked great all spring.
Which
I want-
spring?
I want Austin Jackson and Jesse Davis both to remember this game so that they think, man, I can't even relax for a second. Because if I do, I'm going to get Tua hurt again. And if I get Tua hurt again, I'm out of the job forever. That's the way I feel. I want them to remember this. I want the whole offense to remember this. And you keep a little post-it note in your freaking thing. You lost 35-0 to the Bills. If you can't beat the Bills coming off that bad performance they had against the Steelers, you're not going anywhere. Anywhere. Now, if they feel as defeated as a lot of the fan base does, then yeah, forget this game, move on. It's no big deal. You'll lose a ton of games. But if they're going to get to 11-6, they got to remember this performance and know we can't ever be that bad again. Because holy shit, that was bad.
How many
was
more of these shit the bed fucking performances can we expect, dog? Like
Monday Night Football against the Saints. We never do well on prime time.
oh my fucking god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Last time we did
Jimbo?
well in prime time was what? The Cam Wake sack against the Bengals?
Yeah, we have some weird trap games where like I know y'all say there's like a soft spot in the schedule. I don't know, man. Some of them,
Bro,
some
you
of those
listen, because
games-
you're all about a specific type of quarterback.
Who?
A tall Anglo, right? Mac Jones.
Nah. Oh, well,
Daniel
actually,
Jones,
I lied.
Sam Darnold. They all
No, I
look the
like
same.
Lamar. Chill out, bro.
Nah,
I'll
you
fight
don't.
about
You don't
Lamar,
actually
bro.
like
He from
Lamar.
the crib, bro. I'll fight.
Listen.
I'll fight for Lamar. What's up?
Juan messages us every time Lamar Jackson misses a pass. Says, "I hate Lamar Jackson. Give me Mac Jones." So he says every time, every single time. So
Yo, Royal, dude, Royal, I can't wait to see you on Thursday, Royal. God, man, I love you, bro.
all right.
Oh my God.
Hopefully, us just yelling about this for a while was therapeutic for some of you. I
It was
would
for
love
me.
to say
I
it was for me,
appreciate
but it
y'all.
wasn't. Randy. Really,
I love our chat, bro. I love
Yeah.
every single one of you. Like that, just God, I love all of you.
I'll
Oh
make
man,
it 10 times better to do this.
It does. And I think next time, if this happens again, we might cancel the show or bring Alpha on to have a little bit of like groundedness. Because
Yeah. we're gonna need
holy
somebody-
shit,
we're gonna
man.
need
next
somebody
time, bro.
funny,
Next time, instead of a show, we're just doing a Spaces for an hour on
Facts.
Tuesday.
Facts.
And we're
And
just
you
gonna
know-
we'll bring all of you guys in.
We'll
Just
do,
whatever.
no,
bro.
we'll do a
Talk.
spaces and we'll just play the audio of the announcers of the commentators commentating the sacks just on.
Oh
loop.
yeah. Oh my
just
god.
over and over again. Or we could just play that clip from the longest yard, right? Because that's what the Dolphins offensive line looks like.
That was literally a synopsis of our afternoon.
100%. Thank you guys very much for watching, though. We do really appreciate having you guys here. Like we said, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. We'll be back on Thursday at 9 p.m. to finally move on from this game, although we won't. We'll definitely probably talk about the offensive line again because that's just the way it is, right? Maybe we'll throw in some Jakeem Grant, too, just for old time's sake, right? Let's just spend an hour on him. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure to follow all of our Twitter accounts. Mine is on here. Theirs are not, but they're probably in the description. You guys are literally the best. You're sticking through probably the worst time as a Dolphins fan. And so we could not appreciate you anymore for that. So you guys have a good night. Fins up.